So it's bye-bye Galapagos after 3 weeks. 3 very, very enjoyable, natural history imbued 3 weeks, but also probably one of the most expensive stops we've ever made.
We are about to sail almost 3,000 nautical miles to the islands of the Marquesas.
What are we doing, Rebecca?
Putting the dinghy in and the boat because it's rubbing on the back, so a long passage.
Yeah.
On long passages, we always stow our dinghy on the aft coach roof to stop it shaking about and causing any rubbing and chafing.
So as you can see, they've engaged a very experienced sailor, moi, to come and sail this boat. And this is folded like this, more or less, and it's put there, here.
Oh, look at that, like a pro. It's like he's been to sea all his life. Heading out the bay, it's a bit of a tricky one, this, because everything is marked as 5 meters, but we know it's not, because there's actually drying heights over there with breaking waves. So we're just going to be extra carefully. We're just going down to 3.4. Going ahead across the Pacific now to the Marquesas. It's a 3-week journey, thereabouts. Hopefully we'll get plenty of wind, because we've got a tank full of diesel, almost. And a tank full of water, and hopefully these clouds will give way and we can charge our batteries. So here we go, the longest journey so far. Look at it, Renka.
Yeah, I know, we normally have life jackets on offshore, but we're kind of still around the coastal area. But yeah, that's it. I'm taking it down because it's almost falling off, and that's the end of the most amazing trip. So happy to have come to the Galapagos. I'm so glad we did it. It's very sad to leave actually, because I think you could easily spend a few months here without fail, just watching the animals. It'd be amazing.
Hey, I'm gonna get Galapagos water with this tiny jar, this water from around the world.
Where have you collected it so far?
Atlantic, where else was the other one?
Mediterranean?
The Mediterranean, things like that, going from the Panama Canal. Now this is the Galapagos.
Okay, this is day 1, and we have an amazing sunset. The whole sky is just bright yellow, sort of orange and pink, and yeah, we're a bit late on dinner. I normally try and eat before the sun goes down, but we're getting there.
Good morning. It's the beginning of day 2 on our journey, and I'm kind of bookending the night watches. I do the night watch up to 1, then I handed over to Rowan, then Arenka took over from Rowan, and then Antonio took over from Arenka, and now I've just taken over from Antonio. It was his first night watch, and he's coping really well actually. He's got his sea legs straight away, slotted into the night watches really easily. A little bit of drama. There was a boat heading straight for us. Didn't have much information on the AIS, and the light signals were very confusing. There's so many lights over there. And I don't, as if they're trawling, it should actually say on this thing, but
Yeah. You get no indication of the size of the vessel.
there's no information on the AIS at all.
Yeah.
I think that's an illegal fishing boat. Yeah. They were making a beeline straight towards us, and the closest point of contact was going to be as little as 20 meters. And so I had to do a last minute change of course, and as we changed course I looked across and I could just make out it was a kind of a fishing vessel, or at least it looked like a fishing vessel, towing other fishing vessels, and there was about 6 or 7 in line, like little ducklings following behind it. It's a bit surprising because I think we were still in the marine reserve from the Galapagos Island.
And this was only going to get a lot worse.
We have got between 16 and 17 knots of wind. We're doing between 7.5 and 8 knots, which is ideal. The sea state's a bit lumpy, but I'm not going to complain because the speed we're doing is fantastic. If we could hold this speed all the way, it would be fantastic. but I know not to count the chickens because we've got a long way to go yet. The kids are still in bed, and the cockpit is already looking a bit messy from the night watch. So I'll give that a bit of a tidy up. I'll spot a breakfast. Then hopefully the kids should be up. We'll try and play some podcasts, see if we can do a bit of schooling. That I doubt, but it's always a challenge trying to do schooling on passage, but we'll try. We've got some good podcasts put aside. So, cooking on a moving boat that's going like this with the swells. It's going to be interesting.
Wait, can you put the kind of what you
So, I've done the beans. Potatoes are in the pressure cooker. And good. It's a fun kitchen.
Okay, this is day 2, and yeah, day 2, and the boat, the sea's picked up. Obviously, we've got the swell now, and so yeah, it is more difficult to cook because everything's rocking about, and you're spending most of the time trying to like hold yourself like this. I'm trying to show you. I don't know if I can really show you how you're trying to like hold yourself in position as well as hold everything else together. So yeah, it's kind of tiring on the first few days, as you know, because the body, you know, you're getting used to it all. But yeah, it was good though today. We had porridge in the morning, and Antonio made a nice salad with chores for lunch, and I'm doing pasta with bolognese and also ratatouille for those that don't feel like meat. We're doing a lot of veggie stuff because Antonio is veggie and I'm not like veggies, so but a lot of that. Still trying to catch a fish, and yeah, I'm just tired really. I'm just kind of, as soon as I've done tea, I'm going to go to sleep because I think it's partly the rocking and trying to hold your body up and trying to stand up and do anything, and which makes you tired as well as just broken sleep patterns. So I do Willie's watches 12, he goes till 1 o'clock, and then Rowan goes 1 till 3, and I do 3 till 4, and 3 till 5, and Tony does 5 till 7. So it kind of breaks up your sleep. But anyway, yes, day 2. Would you remove the pre-filters for the water maker?
So I'm just cleaning the pre-filter, the 20 micron filter for the water maker. It's been in there for about 2 weeks now. Already, well no, actually longer. It's been in there about 4 weeks. But, already you can see. So that would have been in our drinking water if it wasn't for this filter. So I'm going to give it a clean up. If it cleans up okay, then I'll put it back. If not, I'll have to replace it. So I'm just dragging it into the seawater, dragging it through the seawater, which should give it a really thorough, clean, good power wash, and I'll put it back. So just as I was giving that filter a nice clean, somebody decided to pump out the heads, and it went all over the pre-filter, and so all of our drinking water pre-filter is now covered in excrement. So I can either decide to clean it for another extra day, or I can just replace it, but I think it's just going to be safer to replace it. So we woke up this morning and we're surrounded by what seems to be a Chinese fishing fleet. They've all got sort of Chinese sounding names. It's probably a bit generalisation, but you know, they've all got sort of Far Eastern sounding names. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. We've got 13 on the AAS as far as we can see within a sort of a 15-mile radius. And I'd heard about a lot of Chinese fishing fleets up this part of the coast, but they are out in vast numbers. So we have one that's kind of dead ahead now. It's kind of crossing our bows, called Kaiyan Shun. It doesn't say where it's from, but he's kind of actually slowed down. He's kind of dead in the. He's doing half a knot now, and we'll pass him within less than a mile. It's China.
那个位置我给他算好了，在那个40左右，40左右，我等下我们跑这个位置。
Maybe Japanese. But nervous. Whoa, that's new.
Passing by one of the fishing boats now, and it's kind of covered in rust and lots of lines out the side. No flags. So some of these fleets can actually be up to 200 vessels. So it means it would leave nothing in the ocean after that, for hundreds of miles.
Today we're going to look at how we get our weather forecast and our email on satellite. So this is our Iridium Go, and it's a satellite phone. So first of all we turn it on. It costs about, I don't know, it's about $120 a month to have unlimited data, but that means you can kind of download grid files for weather and emails. So once that's up, I stick it somewhere so it's got a clear view of the sky. Okay, and then we use this Samsung tablet. We use this for navigation a lot until we got this new plotter. So it's got everything on it really. So it's got email, it's got the offshore predict wind app, and it's also got the Iridium Go app. So on the Iridium Go app, people can write messages to the satellite phone. It's got its own phone number. The email is just people can write to a particular email which is connected to the Iridium. And then with offshore predict wind does the grid files when you're offshore. Wow, that's bright. So this is the end of day 3. We've done over 300 miles, nearly 400, and nobody's gone completely insane yet, although you can see it starting. Okay, cut!
Let me take you by the hand and lead the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind.
How you doing, Woody? Day 3?
Good, yeah. Just get my appetite back. So they never went away. Yep, the primal screaming started already, and the singing and the madness. So only about 20 days to go.
How's Antonio doing?
Well, I felt really freezing today, but I'm actually getting better now. I think lying flat always helps. A bit of food, not too much, always helps. And best thing ever with Jalapis. They really just do the treat, and I will find them. I promise you, I will find them.
We're seeing these amazing sunsets. The sky is just so beautiful and yellow. And, but yeah, everyone's getting their sea legs a little bit more. We're still sleeping a lot, but everyone's feeling tired, but it's getting better. The sea isn't getting better though, it's still being choppy. But at least we've got good wind. We've got really good wind, and our average speed is probably 7 knots actually. So yeah, it's all good. Kids are all choosing their movie for the night. Hi Rowan. Actually, we think it's probably going to be. We thought it was going to be like 3 weeks, but actually, you know, if we go at this speed, we're going to do it quicker than that. So we've probably got, I don't know, this is a rough estimate, I don't know, 15 days to go maybe at the most. That's what I think anyway. We shouldn't really guess, it's too early to start guessing. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Islands in the sky. Just sing along. It's the best way to get through.
Yeah. So this is like all the nasty porridge and bowls go into our seawater.
Yeah.
We've got these pots. So we pretty much rinse it in seawater first, and because this boat doesn't have a seawater tap, we have to get it in a bucket out in the cockpit. And look how perfect that is.
So well clean.
Perfect.
I was just born to do this, you know.
Yeah. We realised that because he's a pro, actually, at that, we're going to get to do it every time.
Exactly. It's become my new job description.
Yeah.
KP.
So all you need is a bit of meaning in life when you're out at sea, because there's nothing really else going on. So yeah, this is day 4, and yeah, we've had quite a variety of conditions really. The sea's picked up again today. Nothing terrible, but still got, it's a bit wavy. Wind's picked up again. It dropped last night. It's picked up again. And what else? Yeah, so we've been pretty much sailing with all sails out the whole way. We've had our mizzen out. We've had our main out, our genoa, which we've kind of, sometimes we have it out full main and genoa, sometimes we furl it away, and we've had our mizzen out the whole way, because it's pretty much been a beat reach so far. If the wind gets light, we tend to head south a bit and go more close reach, but that's it really.
Basically, Ewan decided to cut Woody's hair, but then he left. He did a good job, and unfortunately Rowan used the same setting for his hair, for Woody's hair, as for his beard. So now it meant that Woody had to actually lose all his hair in order to be evenly cut.
Nice.
Yeah. And we have to remind ourselves that we're in the middle of the Pacific, we're in the middle of nowhere, so access to barbershops is, you know, will be quite difficult right now. So this is just survival, pure survival.
So just in case you weren't sure what it looked like, the middle of the Pacific, this is the middle of the Pacific. Nada.
We're making caramelized onions.
These onions are devils. I had to put sunglasses on because it's like it was burning my eyes. I couldn't even open it when I was turning away. Literally, like, whew, we're caramelizing them. So at the end, it's going to be great. We're going to make tomato soup for lunch and pizza for dinner.
Tonight on the menu, we have pizza. Make the dough, then roll it out, and then have a nice pizza base, and then we put tomatoes, then anything we've got, vegetables, oregano, coleslaw with the cabbage. We like taking cabbage because it stays fresh, because all you do is you peel off the outer leaves and the inner leaves stay fresh, so that'll last the whole passage for about 3 weeks.
Delicious. Pizza and coleslaw made by Woody. Yum yum.
More coleslaw, please.
Wow.
Nom nom.
We're on the third night watch. I haven't actually done any vlogs up to now because there hasn't been a lot to report. Mercifully, it's been quite a quiet and boring passage so far. We had a good bit of wind in the first 3 days. It's dropped off now. We're only doing about 4.5 knots through the water. We've got a little bit of current with us. There'll be a knot and a half at times. and not a lot to report really. It's getting on for 1 o'clock now. I'm almost at the end of my night watch. Then Rowan's taking over for 2 hours, and then Irenka, and then Antonio. That's about it to report. Nothing else to say. See how the rest of it goes.
No matter how rough things may come to be, you and me, we're family. Sing ho, hey, long for the ride. Ho, hey, I'll stay by your side. Ho, hey, you'll always be.
If you enjoyed this video and you would like to give something back, then please do click the thanks button below, or you can even join our Patreon family by following the link above or the link in the description below. See you soon.
Had spotty sails and a golden flag. I said, hey, I had a dream last night about a boat. It was pink and green with stripy mast, had spotty sails and a